What is going on, everyone? It's Kahlea Boyd here. I just had to crack my own neck. I barely ever go live on YouTube, and I'm so thankful to be here today. It's been a week, I think, since I've been on social media. A tragic accident happened last Sunday. Very tragic. To the point in which it was past discrimination, but it was also what we're living in is spiritual welfare, but psychological welfare. To see someone almost die in front of your eyes is too much, anyways. But to see someone who has no remorse about their actions is even worse. But then, for the very people that are supposed to come and apprehend the situation and get everything situated with their biased selves in this time of the end, wants to not know what situation it is, say things that they don't mean to say or don't know what they're saying, try to automatically what my thing is, what's with the, and I know we have to follow the police, we have to follow the FBI, we have to follow the CIA, we have to follow natural law. They're there to protect us, to, you know what I'm saying? But it comes to a point in which disrespect is disrespect. You know what I mean? At what point do you tell someone who has witnessed something so catastrophic that it in in my head, I can't sleep, I can't think, but I can be a good parent and a good friend and still hold my composure together so that way I'm not on the news or things of that nature. But I'm so sick and tired of sometimes when those entities, because I don't like to disrespect, but those entities come in and say they're going to apprehend somebody when they don't even know the reason for apprehension. And on top of it, if someone is battling shock on top of anxiety and mental complete shutdown, the last thing someone needs to do, and if anyone wants to come in and join, feel free. Feel free if anyone wants to come in. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys can hear me, let me know what you feel. Let me know. What's up, Deborah Williams? Hi, how are you doing? Um, I hope you feel me. Cause it's like you call the entities for help. And the first thing they want to do is, okay, let's do this, let's do that. That no. That's not what it's about. Hey, Carter. Now, to get to the discrimination part of it, I guess I'll just tell you guys the whole entire thing. Hi. Hi, how are you, Carter? And I am acknowledging anarchy. Hi, you guys. What we're talking about is how there's a situation where I witnessed I witnessed my son get totally obliterated, annihilated by last Sunday. I witnessed my son get hit by a car. Almost died in my face. You can't, that's something you can't erase. And then the person not having any remorse. But I was bringing in discrimination to it at the same time. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Because it was like, damn. And it's like my neighbor was there, seeing it coming. I'm blowing my horn. The woman is speeding. You can't stop it. All you could do is have faith at that point. You know what I mean? And the first officer to get on the scene, as we're stabilizing my son, getting ice, because I know he has a skull fracture, being that I'm a phlebotomist and I know a little bit something about this and that. First thing the cop comes up to me and says, or the entity, I'm sorry, optical lenses are getting out of line right now. You work with PD, and that's post traumatic stress, right? Thank you, because I could use someone to talk to other than just my friend. Sometimes, I probably feel like I talk her ear off. So many things have happened, but to get back to just witnessing that, and if anyone ever seen Cruel Intentions, that last scene where Freddie, or not Freddie Prince, but Ryan Phillippe flips over the car, and he is just, that is what it was that I looked at. I seen my baby, and I couldn't run fast enough to catch him. You know what I mean? The first person that gets on the scene, I might arrest the person that they were speeding. Oh my God! Like I'm holding back as a mom, because I'm like, I'm here with my baby, and I'm over there. I'm holding back, like I'm about to kill like this woman. Like there's no tears coming out of her eyes. What's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Today was the first day I decided to put a little bit of eye makeup on or something. You know what I mean? But the first thing they say, or the person says to me, if you don't chill out, I'm going to apprehend you. Excuse me? Apprehend me for what? Wow. Just because my kids are different color than I am, and you think that the person who fucked my child up, and I have to look at that every day. Because the hospital is on some weird stuff, this conspiracy type, I don't know type thing. Who releases a child from a hospital who got hit by a car with frontal lobe damage? Thank God my son is so strong. He survived, dude. He survived. He is not doing good. I have to pick my son up. You can't release a child from the hospital if they can't even walk on their own. Oh, the whole entire forensics unit came. The whole forensics unit came. My street was closed off there. It was big. It made the news. It made the news. It was horrific and unusual. That was a specific word that I didn't really understand. But I was there with my son. They saved his life. You know, he this was August 20th. I mean August 17th. He gets hit on Sunday, right? So it's been a whole week, right? They released my son on August 20th from the hospital in Las Vegas. There's only two hospitals out here that are children's centers that are donated monies for to take care of the children, like Jude Hospital. So, and I have insurance, so it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. You have to take that frontal lobe, even though it wasn't a cranial. It was a linear. There is still blood. It's still something that needs to be looked after. My son cannot. Well, and then you say it's time to go. I'm like, what? Are you serious? He can't. He can't walk on that walker and go bathroom by himself. You know what I'm saying? I have to assist him. What do you do? What are you guys talking about? You know? Oh, I got assisted. Me and my broken son, and it was hot that day too. Meanwhile, he can have a seizure. He had brain damage. He still has brain damage. Why were we escorted out by UMC people, personnel? And I said, what the hell are you doing? If it's about personal insurance, I got you. If it's about cash, damn it, I'll call anybody on the planet and get some money for this. But I don't feel like it's safe to release my son right now due to the injuries. Discrimination, a lot of people don't know and thank you for everyone that's joining in. I'm hurt right now. I'm holding back tears. I'm holding back fears. I'm holding back anger. I'm holding back pain because I want to be a light to you guys because no one ever wants to see what I saw or go through what happened. But the good thing is that there's a God and that there's people out there that are respectful in the hospital field. Not everyone is a jackass. Not everyone is getting paid by somebody to be fucking a jackass or do this or that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they got arrested. And they got arrested. They took the car. They did the test on how fast the car was going over and over again. Like they don't play. Like my street on my street. I just went outside. You know, I just thought, let me just get a little, some fresh air in the front. Still see the street where still see the line where how they do the dragging and like they do all of the investigation. They did a lot. They put in a lot there as investigators. I was in the hospital with my son, so my neighbors had to come through. But um the lady who uh the lady who almost took my son's life never apologized, never cried, never showed any remorse, never anything. And then to go to the hospital, thank God they saved my child's life, but to release him still with life-threatening injuries and injuries that can make him like this is like very, very, very like something that can hold like in his for the rest of his life. He needs rehabilitation. To release me with no rehabilitation plan, no this or that. Thank God I love my child and I know what to do. But here I am, and this was so important. It was on the news, but my child wasn't important enough to keep him in there to make sure he was set and ready to go. I've turned into a whole nurse. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind. I love my son, and I'm happy he's alive. But justice needs to be served, and discrimination is way too much at this point in time. I hope you have a wonderful day at work, my love. Remember, try not to let people get on your bad side. Try not to let people irritate you at work because there's always going to be someone that's going to come to work and try to get on your bad side or try to get up under your skin because they're feeling some kind of way. Remember, we are battling spirits, not really the people, it's the spirit within them, it's their hearts. And it's only good or bad right now. You're only going to let a good spirit in or a bad spirit. When all was in front of me, when my son's life was lingering before my hands in the heat of Las Vegas, Nevada, and the woman was over there just looking like that, not even there to help, nothing. That's when I knew I had full control of my emotions. And I made it as an adult. I turned 41 2 weeks after I turned 41, my son. And I told my dad, I said, you know what? Every time, every year around my birthday, something crazy happens. Whew. Shit happens, but you know what? Warriors are born. Warriors are here. Discrimination has not left. It hasn't left. Hospital, stop, please. Hospital, stop, please. Yes, you're saving lives. You're doing what you can. But it's not your money to diffle and dabble. That's why you get grants. That's why it's given. Save the people. Don't kick them. Don't kick a patient out. A 5-year-old patient. I'm sorry. This is the only thing that I could talk about today online because it's a week and it kills me. I know people out there who have kids. Man, if you had to watch and go through and see a little man like that, it would kill you to see someone, just be like, oh, just bring him back if he has a seizure, whatever, Oh, You gotta go. I'll have to go because I asked for you guys to call the doctors that are not even here right now to overlook and make sure that everything's okay. But I have to go. High infection, this and that, all of this and all of that. You know, we have got to come together as a people because I am not stepping down on this one. These hospitals got me in a complete misconception. I happen to know the law, and if anyone is going through what I've gone through, yes, the law is on my side. They are taking care of that woman who was not paying attention. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know. So kudos. Thank you for the investigation team. And thank you for the people who saved my son and showed us the utmost respect at the hospital. But for those other ones who I don't know who sent y'all, I don't know who did what, I don't know what y'all wanted to see, what show. Because, with this psychological thing, and I don't want to put anything out there because, like I said, I'm not trying to get banned or like have like the government coming for me. But I do know, and I'm not scared anymore. They are performing, and they've been performing psychological tests on people, paying people, to do and say certain things, cause instances, certain situations, to see how you're gonna handle things. You know what I mean? And I felt like on Sunday, I don't know why, but I felt like that right there was the utmost. That was top. That was top of the tier. That's top of the tier right there. To have to see that and not go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's psychological. I am psychologically like I can never until justice is served. You know what I mean? Like it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. And thank God tomorrow we get to go see a better doctor because I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. My son will get the best care ever, and he will get back to his full self. You know what I mean? And for everyone that's in here, thank you so much still for being in here. Watch out if you have nieces and nephews. People are just doing the most on the road these days. Watch out for your haters. You don't know who, you don't know what. You know, I don't put nothing behind me anymore. But what I do know is it's a cause and it's a reaction. It's a situation and it's a reaction. And that's a fact. A lot of people forget that we're judged on our reaction as an individual. So then they get all fucking misconstrued. And then they end up doing the most and then take on that person's judgment because that person did something crazy and then you lost your emotions and now look at you. Had I lost my emotions that day, it could have been a different situation. I might not have been able to spend those moments. You know what I'm saying? I might not be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with me being bipolar, I have got to control my emotions because people already don't respect people with mental health problems. They don't respect us. They don't respect the mental health. They don't respect the emotionally abused. Especially if, you know, and no one is perfect. Everyone, and I'm not hating on the people that are at home, you know what I'm saying, with that life. And, you're not a single mom and you got that husband and shit like that. But don't come to work fucking up other people's shit. Be about the fucking single moms. Be about the single dads in there. Be about the people that's trying to save their kids. Don't release my child when there's people in there walking and going pee pee by themselves, and my child can't even do that, and he's a youngster, a little pup, a little warrior. And you think I'm not gonna come for the people? I'm coming for the people. This is not just about my situation now, because this too much has been going on. We're approaching an era. I don't know if you guys know. Y'all at war, so it seems. But we're approaching the era in which we're going to need each other more than ever. We're approaching the era in which nothing that you thought matters could have ever mattered. Because if you don't have trust and you have demonic people around you with bad intentions, then you got a land full of problems. A land full. And people need to recognize that. If you want to know what I recognized on Sunday, my priority was, you know what? I don't know about stuff being a coincidence all the time, and I just don't know, and I don't know what's happening, but I do know that the weather is getting worse. I do know that people who feel like if they got something, a special path that they are supposed to be doing on this planet, do it. Get out there, do it. I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I can't made up this song today on the piano or my keyboard, but I don't want to play it right now because it could wake up my babies, but it wouldn't because they can do anything. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm washing dishes. This is what I do. I cannot go to sleep with a dirty dish in the sink. One, because it's disrespectful. Two, because this is our family house. And my dad, we're military people. So, you know what I'm saying? We were raised like, make up your bed when you wake up and this and that. You know what I'm saying? We were raised right. My dad is one of the nicest people on the planet. My mom was the nicest person on the planet. She was a walking Bible. She was a walking spiritual shaman. She wasn't a hater. These are my mom's socks. I let her do them before she passed. And it's been almost, my mom hasn't even been gone 3 years. She'll be gone 2.5 years. She's been gone actually 2.5 years in like a couple of weeks. And it grew so much. So you can't knock that. But the definition of discrimination in so many short words is to be treated differently in any situation. I was treated differently at the hospital. My son was. And as a mom, I felt so bad because to have him squared out like that, and there was nothing I could do but try to fight because I knew he didn't feel well. It doesn't, you know, don't ever stop fighting because I'm not. I will not stop fighting for us. God told me to not stop fighting for us. Kahlea, pick up your heart. You will be there. Ooh. Pick up the pieces of your heart and fight for the covenant. Now you know I'm just joking. Totally out of bounds. I had to give my own self a freaking laugh. Okay, I did. But you want to know what though? I hope that what I'm talking about hits people's ears because it's not going to get any better unless we speak up on it. It's not going to get any better. We must speak up on these things. We can't be letting situations like this happen. We can't. We can't. Especially when a lot of people don't even know the funds that they've been accessing are actually from the United States Treasury. The United States Treasury, a lot of people don't know, is our money, Americans' money, and for every live, I think I'm saying this right, for every live birth, your birth certificate is actually like a note, and that's worth money at the Treasury. You just have to get your surname. That's the thing. People don't have these forms, you know what I'm saying, to get their surnames and to do all this. But if we had more leverage as and come together before even having that leverage, if we just come together as a people and know our plan, we can kind of try to like veer our way through this madness because it's about to get real mad. It's about to get real shitty right now. So we need to be able to access some funds so we can help everyone else on the planet, not just the United States, the planet, guys. Oh my God. Can you imagine if we were somewhere else? I couldn't even imagine if my son was in another country. So to be thankful for that is to show gratitude. I am showing gratitude for my God, for my Lord, for my angels, for Jesus, for my mom, bringing my son down to a point in which he wouldn't be completely devastated for the rest of his life. Like, I don't know how you don't have emotions and shock, but everyone, like I said, like people handle things differently. But I'm not handling watching my son going through immense pain like that. I'm not handling like thinking back. You know how you be like, all right, actually let me speak right. Do you know how sometimes you're like thinking back on like the day or what happened, and you be like, she said this or that person said that. I could have said this, or you know what I'm saying? It plays back in your head. That's what's like like happening to me now. Now that like everything has like kind of like a little bit sunken in with the tragedy of what I experienced and what's to come next too. Because this woman has got to be sorry. Like you gotta, she has to. And there's a consequence for speeding. There's a consequence. There's a consequence. You can't speed in residential areas. And I know a lot of people want to stunt and stuff, but just remember where you're stunting, the residential area. It could be. So you want to always make sure that you're watching out because one moment of you looking down on your phone that can change your whole life. Change your whole life, man. What is up with everyone? You know what I'm saying? If they didn't, it would have succeeded. I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean? If they would have seen it, then um, Carter, on some other shit, I thought I heard something in Philadelphia in Chicago saying that they're like doing martial law. I don't know if I was misread that, but if you guys, if there's someone that is, let me know what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got the scoop on that, because I like to keep the scoop on what's going on, especially now because you know with my dad getting remarried and stuff, I have my survival kit for my kids in my car, and then I have it in my storage unit for us. But it's like I am the mom, I'm the word, like, you know, I'm the one that's steering the ship for me and my kids. I look out after them. I make sure they get respected in this world. I show them what respect is. I, you know, come in here because there's a reason. And there's a reason why you have kids, and we're supposed to take care of. We're supposed to take care of the kids. I don't care what no one says. We're supposed to take care of the kids. We're not supposed to be. Um, and my daughter is so freaking smart. I love her so much because I did not. The dishwasher was broken, so I was like, and she fixed it. So I was like, oh, how cool. But now's my moment to get a little bit of rest. But I really can't rest because I got to make sure my son